Hello guys, do you like fighting games? I love fighting games, as well as many other genres slash subgenres similar to it. Today I wanted to discuss the current state of fighting games, specifically the state of the three most popular fighting game IPs. Those three being Tekken 7, Mortal Kombat 2023, and Street Fighter 6. This video will be split up into those three categories. With that being said, let's get straight into the boxing ring.
Because what are you here for? To worship me? Kill yourself. I mean that with 100%, with 1,000%. I've never seen somebody so worthless in my life. I dead ass have not seen such a more worthless nigga in my life. If he has kids, oh my god. Imagine if a nigga like that has kids.
Tekken is the fighting game franchise that I'm the most familiar with out of these three. I remember beating my brother in one of the older Tekken games by spamming the pause, and him slamming my controller on the ground out of pure rage. Tekken 7 is the first Tekken game to introduce DLC fighters behind a paywall, or at least one of the first Tekken games to do so. This have led to the game getting into a controversy whether one of the DLC characters are pay to win or not. Regardless if the DLC characters in that game are pay to win, does it really need DLC of fighters instead of something like, stages? Just by adding DLC characters that has to be obtained with real money, you end up with a big chance of the developer introducing pay to win. Developers and publishers should never be trusted with this, because if they fuck up on the balancing, then intentionally or not, they have made a game pay to win. So in conclusion, for Tekken 7, this is completely unacceptable. This is nothing compared to the two other fighting game IPs, which has not only fighters behind a paywall, but other business practices too.
Because what are you here for? To worship me? Kill yourself. I mean that with 100%, with 1,000%. I've never seen somebody so worthless in my life. I dead ass have not seen such a more worthless nigga in my life. If he has kids, oh my god. Imagine if a nigga like that has kids.
When I heard that Omni-Man was gonna come out on the newest Mortal Kombat game, I was hyped as fuck. I was hyped because all the memes about Omni-Man got me interested into watching the show Invincible. No, not that Invincible. To be on the safe side, however, I did some research before I decided to buy the newest Mortal Kombat game, and I realized how scummy the fucking developers and publishers were. The game is full of microtransaction, and one of those cosmetics are for Omni-Man's fatalities. If you're unfamiliar with fatalities in Mortal Kombat, they're basically special ways to execute your foe that you've defeated. One of Omni-Man's fatalities costs $20. Yes, you heard that correctly. $20 for a single fucking special cutscene. On top of that, Omni-Man has to be bought with real money, so it opens up the possibility for pay to win to exist. These two factors makes it worse than Tekken 7, because at least Tekken 7 doesn't have microtransaction, as far as I know. I advise against giving any of these bastards a single penny for something so outrageously greedy. Speaking of something else that costs $20, this brings me to the next game.
Because what are you here for? To worship me? Kill yourself. I mean that with 100%, with 1,000%. I've never seen somebody so worthless in my life. I dead ass have not seen such a more worthless nigga in my life. If he has kids, oh my god. Imagine if a nigga like that has kids.
This one is sort of a deja vu. The Street Fighter franchise has also gotten ruined by paid DLC fighters and microtransaction. Street Fighter 6 got into hot water as well when it too was gonna have a $12 cosmetic item similar to Mortal Kombat's situation. Instead of a fatality though, it's a skin you wear for a fucking character. At least the cutscene one is less outrageous because it has animations, camera angles, special particles and sound effects. This however is just a texture change with a little tweak to the model. That's all they did and called it a day. Not too surprising considering that this is Capcom after all. They completely bastardized the remake of Resident Evil 4 by adding unnecessary monetization in a $60 game. how they handled the remakes of Resident Evil games could be an entirely separate video because there's so much I could go over.
Because what are you here for? To worship me? Kill yourself. I mean that with 100%, with 1,000%. I've never seen somebody so worthless in my life. I dead ass have not seen such a more worthless nigga in my life. If he has kids, oh my god. Imagine if a nigga like that has kids.
In conclusion, I highly do not recommend buying any of those games, as well as future games in those franchises. If you really love the franchises of those games, you can always just stick to the older games that didn't have all this greed involved. If you like this video, make sure to hit like, and if you want more videos with Super Smash Bros. Brawl gameplay in the background, let me know in the comments. If you have any disagreements, you can let me know in the comment section. If you're wondering why I'm playing Brawl instead of Smash 4 or Smash Ultimate, it's because those games contain pay to win, which I really hate to see. Consider subscribing if you haven't done that yet. I'm gonna stream on the 13th January, so look forward to that. Until then, see you guys next time. Cheers.